with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 63 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Dalton operating in the red zone now. To the left side here for Eifert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
We're good.
I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On first down, it's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Funchess is free. The 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess. 73 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to fourth and goal.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. Being chased out left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go on the ball! On the ball!
And now to the air, Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Thomas Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try. And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right? That's anything inside 40. Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Newton to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, fellas. Set. 180. Shoot. Gun.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. Set. 180.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
368! On the ball! Nice. 368!
First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's Mixon on the counter. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a give to Mixon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Anderson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Newton now on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over here. You're good. 368! 368!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
There you go, 368! On the ball!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is fielded at the goal line. And he spins through. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw on second down is Newton. Flinches with a catch over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Dalton throwing on second down. He gets this one to Boyd. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Good.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down. Newton looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Dalton. He's got Green. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the fumble recovery, Newton, a dump off to Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, get right there. Get right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go play action here on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
368.
Play action here with Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Over here. Yes.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. K1 short with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Called out a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. McCaffrey on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive. And
he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, here's Newton. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the gun. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point try good by Gywu. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and come
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw here, Dalton. Now a desperation throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So now Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here you go, 368.
All right, here's Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Andy Dalton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Dalton wants to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. 368. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.